How to find your path when you're completely lost. If you're watching this video, chances are you're at a crossroads in your life feeling completely lost. Maybe you're staring at your career, thinking, is this it? Maybe you're successful by everyone else's standards but feel empty inside. Maybe you wake up every day wondering what you're supposed to be doing with your life, feeling like everyone else got a manual that you somehow missed. Here's what I want you to understand. Feeling lost isn't a sign that something's wrong with you. It's a sign that something's right with you. Your soul is telling you that you're living someone else's life, and it's time to come home to yourself. Today, I'm going to show you how to find your authentic path when you feel completely lost. Let's start by destroying the biggest lie you've been told about finding your path. Follow your passion. This might be the worst advice ever given to ambitious people, and here's why. Most people don't have one clear, burning passion, and the pressure to find your one true calling has paralyzed an entire generation. I've worked with thousands of people who felt broken because they couldn't identify their singular passion. They'd look at people like Steve Jobs or Oprah and think they knew what they were meant to do. Why don't I? But here's the secret. Even Jobs and Oprah didn't start with clarity. They developed it through action, not introspection. The follow your passion advice assumes your passion is sitting somewhere waiting to be discovered, like buried treasure. But that's not how it works. Passion isn't found, it's cultivated. You don't find your passion by thinking about it. You develop passion by engaging with the world and paying attention to what energizes you. Barbara Sher, a brilliant career counselor, identified something she calls scanners. People who are interested in multiple things simultaneously. If you've ever felt guilty for having diverse interests, for not being able to choose just one thing, you might be a scanner. And that's not a weakness, it's a superpower in today's world. The truth is, there are many paths that could make you happy. The goal isn't to find the perfect path. It's to find a path that aligns with who you are right now and allows you to grow into who you want to become. So let's stop looking for your passion and start looking for your path. Here's how you actually find your path when you feel lost. I call it the ALIGN framework. Awareness, life design, interests, growth, and natural state. A. Awareness. Start by becoming aware of your current patterns. When do you feel most alive? What activities make you lose track of time? When do people come to you for advice? What problems do you naturally want to solve? Your path is hidden in your patterns. I had a client who thought she was supposed to be a lawyer because that's what her family expected. But when we looked at her patterns, she realized she was happiest when she was organizing events for friends, solving logistics puzzles, and bringing people together. Today, she runs a successful event planning business. L. Life design. This is about consciously designing your life instead of just letting it happen to you. Ask yourself, if I could design my ideal day, what would it look like? What would I be doing? Who would I be with? How would I feel? Your ideal day contains clues about your ideal path. I. Interests. Pay attention to what you're naturally curious about. What articles do you read? What videos do you watch? What conversations energize you? Your interests are breadcrumbs leading to your path. But here's the key. Don't just consume. Create. Start a blog. Make videos. Write about what interests you. Creation reveals path faster than consumption. G. Growth. Your path should challenge you to grow. If a potential direction feels too easy, it might not be right for you. You want something that scares you a little bit. Something that requires you to become more than you currently are. Growth is uncomfortable, but stagnation is agony. N. Natural state. This is about identifying your natural strengths and operating style. Are you an introvert or extrovert? Do you prefer structure or flexibility? Do you like working with people, data, or things? Your path should play to your natural strengths, not fight against them. Here's what most people miss. Your path isn't a destination, it's a direction. You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You just need to know which way to start walking. And here's the secret. The path reveals itself as you walk it. You can't think your way to your path. You have to live your way to it. So how do you actually start walking when you don't know where you're going? Through what I call smart experimentation. This is about testing potential paths through low-risk experiments before you make major life changes. Let's say you think you might want to be a writer. Don't quit your job and enroll in a $50,000 MFA program. Start a blog, write for free publications, interview authors, take a weekend writing workshop. See how it feels when you actually do it, not just when you think about doing it. Or maybe you're drawn to entrepreneurship. Don't immediately start a company. Solve a small problem for someone. Create a simple product. Test the market. See if you enjoy the actual work of building something from nothing. The key is to make your experiments as real as possible while keeping the stakes as low as possible. You want to experience the actual work, not just the fantasy of the work. I learned this lesson the hard way. For years, I thought I wanted to be a consultant because it sounded important and lucrative. But when I actually tried consulting, I discovered I hated the constant pitching, the politics, the isolation. What I really loved was teaching and creating content, which is what I'm doing right now. Your path might surprise you. The thing you think you want might not be what you actually want. And the thing you've been dismissing might be exactly what you're looking for. Remember, clarity comes from action, not thought. You can't think your way into a new life. You have to act your way into one. Every experiment teaches you something about yourself. Every no gets you closer to your yes. And here's something important. It's okay to change direction. Your path isn't a contract, it's a compass. As you grow and change, your path can grow and change too. Here's your path-finding challenge. In the next 7 days, I want you to run one small experiment related to something you're curious about. Not something you're sure about, something you're curious about. If you're curious about photography, take 100 photos this week. If you're interested in coaching, offer to help 3 people with a problem you're good at solving. If you're drawn to writing, publish 1 piece of content. Pay attention to how these experiments make you feel. Do they energize you or drain you? Do you find yourself thinking about them when you're supposed to be doing other things? Do they make you want to learn more and go deeper? Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to find your path. Your path is calling you, but you have to answer by taking action. Stop waiting for clarity to take action. Take action to create clarity. But here's what happens once you start discovering your authentic path. You realize you need to completely redesign how you live your life. Most people are trapped in systems and structures that were designed for someone else's path, not their own. In my next video, I'm revealing how to redesign your life from the ground up, how to break free from society's expectations and create a lifestyle that actually supports who you're becoming. I'll show you why the traditional life model is broken and how to build something better. If you've ever felt like you're living in a box that's too small for who you really are, this next video will be your blueprint for breaking free. Hit subscribe and that notification bell, because what I'm about to show you could completely transform how you think about work, success, and what it means to live well. This is going to be a game changer.